Oh boy.
Huh? Oh. Oh.
Here's Grandpa.
Where am I? How did I get here? I can't remember a thing. Ah! Jings! Is that... No, it can't be.
He's a simple man.
It is. It's her. Fresh from the pages of the Ogler's Digest, and large as life. I haven't the first clue what's going on around these parts. But I reckon I could do worse than ask a lassie here. Well, Rab, what are you waiting for? She'll no hang around forever while you pluck up what little courage you have left.
She can also hear you.
Yoo-hoo! Have you a moment to spare for a sweet, harmless old man, hen?
Hello, ma'am. Oh, don't run away. I just have a question, ma'am. I got little legs. Hold on. There we go. Just curious how long that would go.
Hey? What just happened?
Come on!
This can't be. But it is. It's Dundrasil, just as it once was.
Looking sharp, Your Majesty.
Ah, my old robes. But how? What in the world's going on? Would you care to enlighten me, lassie?
Walk this way.
My bunny-eared pal headed off in the direction of the throne room. Assuming this is the real Dundrasil Castle, that is. Well, that's as good a place as any to head for, I suppose. I'll see what the folks on the way have to say for themselves. Yeah, so, Oh, what's the matter, Your Majesty? You look like you've seen a ghost. Anyway, shouldn't be heading for the throne room. You have an important audience, as I understand it. If you're late, the Chief Minister will have your guts for garters. Okay. Yes, so we're back in the castle of Dundrasil and everything's fine. Oh, it's you, Your Majesty. Well, you don't need me telling your way about your own palace. You'll have to forgive me. I'm new here, you see. Okay. Well, we'll see what's going on. What's our little advisor buddy doing? Ah, there you are, Your Majesty. I've been looking for you everywhere. You must remember me telling you that you had an important audience scheduled. It's almost time. Hurry on over to your throne and prepare yourself. We're definitely this one. There we go.
Huh? But...
I trust you are well, Father.
Eleanor, Erwin, It really is you. And you're young again. What's going on?
Your Majesty, please forgive my insolence in seeking a personal audience with you today. I come before you not as the head of the Princess's honor guard, but as my own man.
What? I mean, very well. State your business.
You see, the thing is, I wish to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage.
Erwin.
And though I am but a soldier, and all too aware of my own lowly position, nevertheless, I must persist. For there is one thing of which I am certain. My sword arm is steadfast, and my heart unwavering. There is no man alive who will love, honor, and protect your daughter as I can.
Oh.
Your Majesty, I place my fate in your hands. Will you allow me to continue to serve and protect your daughter? Not as the head of her honor guard, but as her dutiful and loving husband.
Yeah, he's trying. Poor boy's nervous.
I can hardly turn you down after that little performance, can I, laddie? And to tell you the truth, I always had an inkling you two might one day be wed.
Oh, Father.
It's up to you now, Erwin. Don't disappoint me. You hear?
Thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Huh? Huh? Crivens! Where do you spring from, lassie? And where's everybody gone?
Did you enjoy your little trip down memory lane? Well, it's not over yet.
Alright, well, what's going on? Your Majesty, is everything alright? You look a wee bit befuddled, if you don't mind me saying so. What's that you say? Oh, well, Queen Elidor and King Erwin lost forevermore? Oh, come on. That's the nerves talking, that's all. Speaking of nerves, the father-to-be seems a bit more than jumpy himself. He went flying out of the throne room not long ago like a man possessed. Alright, well, let's see what's going on. Erwin! There you are, Lord Robert. I was hoping I might have the chance to speak with you about something before the child was born. Before the child was born? Well now, so it's the day of my grandson's birth, is it? Now there's a thing. Your Majesty? Sorry, lad. There was something you wanted to discuss? Yes, it's the child's name. I've been having trouble thinking of anything suitable. So much trouble, it's been distracting me from everything else, if I'm honest. I was wondering if you might see your way to reprising your role as king for a wee while, so I can have some time to think it over. We got you, buddy. Thank you so much. You'll not have much to do, I promise. There are just 2 items on the agenda for today. The first is something they are more than used to, receiving those who seek a royal audience and giving them counsel. The Chief Minister will be on hand to help you with the most pressing issues. The second's to make the rounds of the castle and assist anyone who needs your aid. The idea of the king aiding his subjects directly was, of course, something you initiated during your reign. I'll be by the fountain downstairs. It's where I do my best thinking. Once you've taken care of the day's business, please come and find me. I'm truly grateful for you agreeing to do this. Okay. Well, let's just head on back. This part's actually really fun. Also, man's got some hops. Your Majesty, the king has apprised me of the situation. If you would be so kind as to take a seat on the throne when you're ready to begin discharging your royal duties. You'll be welcoming visitors from other kingdoms and dealing with various matters of state, both trivial and momentous. King Erwin will be deeply grateful for any assistance you can offer, I'm sure, and speaking personally, it'll be a pleasure to work with you again, Your Majesty. Let's see what's going on. Let's sit down and get to work. Now, let us commence with today's itinerary. As you know, your role is to hear out those who come before you and use your wisdom to give counsel as the representative of the Crown of Dundrasil. Your Majesty, let me first express to you my gratitude for granting me this audience. I have traveled all the way from the kingdom of Siflheim to seek it. Y'all recognize him? The matter I wish to bring before you today has been greatly exercising the ruler of my land. Don't worry, we can read. He very much desires to seek the counsel of the Crown of Dundrasil, paragon of peace and prosperity. Go on. In regards to royal treasure that has been handed down from the generation to generation of our royal line, it is known as the Blue Orb, and alas, it has vanished, presumed stolen. King Gustav has used every means at his disposal to try and identify the thief and recover his most precious heirloom, but to no avail. However, a list of likely culprits has been identified, 4 to be precise, and sadly there is sufficient evidence to conclusively identify the thief, and so we find ourselves on an impasse. So you need to whittle down your list of suspects, but you've got no clear means by which to do so. Alright, let's have a wee think. The first thing is to identify the likely motive. For what reason might a person have to want to get their mitts on the Blue Orb? For the excitement, it's a real cool thing. The world's full of bad eggs who love nothing more than doing wrong for wrong's own sake. They get a sick thrill out of it. That's sure to be why they did it. Now, well, next we've got to consider the matter of means. You cannot just walk in off the street and help yourself to the pride of the royal treasure house. So what kind of person could have done it? It would have been a master of disguise! Aye, that'll be it. The thief must have disguised himself as a guard or such like and strolled on in without anyone looking at him twice. Which leads me to conclude that our culprit is a mischievous monster that can change its form at will. What you need to do is line up the suspects and sprinkle a wee bit of holy water on their heads. Your culprit will sing like a canary rather than put up with that. A marvelous display of deductive reasoning, Your Majesty. With your blessing, I shall return to Sniffelheim and inform King Gustav of your counsel. Is this your final judgment on the matter? Absolutely, we're confident. The Kingdom of Sniffelheim owes you a great debt, Your Majesty. I shall journey back there immediately and share your shrewd insights with the king. The envoy from Sniffelheim hurries home, looking very pleased indeed. Also, there aren't wrong answers, it just changes things a little bit later on, it's really fun. I must commend you on your wise counsel, Lord Robert. Your advice will doubtless lead to the unmasking the rogue who stole the treasure. Now, shall we move on to the next matter? Very good. Your Majesty, then, without further delay, let me present you with the next problem requiring your attention. The Sultan of Gallipolis salutes the mighty kingdom of Dundrasil and all its people, and sends this, a missive penned by his most exalted hand. Your Majesty, I trust that this message finds you well. Word of the continued triumphs and glories of your kingdom reach us on a daily basis. In truth, I write seeking your counsel for this very reason. As you may know, the Sultanate has suffered a prolonged heat wave. The land is parched, and we fear for this year's harvest. As ruler of a realm of plenty, I beseech you, share with us the secrets of your prosperity, that we might avert disaster. I await your reply by return of writer. Your humble servant, the Sultan of Gallipolis. The message ends there. I do not wish to pressure you, Your Majesty, but His Excellency the Sultan was most desirous of a swift response. Oh, sounds like they've got themselves in a pretty pickle over there, eh? Well, I better see what I can do to help them, hadn't I? Drought prevention advice, huh? I can't say it's a problem we've ever faced over this way, if I'm honest. Well, let's start with the basics, shall we? If I'm to write a reply, I'll need to decide on the tone of the letter first. We'll be unfailingly gracious. That's probably the best way to go. Now to the tricky part, what to do in a drought. Let's weigh up some options. You know what? He's probably tried the normal stuff. You know, he lives in a desert. So let's try thinking outside the box. That's why he asked us. That's it. We've got it. Quick, take this down before we forget. My dear Sultan, I understand your kingdom is suffering about a searingly hot weather. No doubt sales of ice cream and swimsuits are going through the roof. Of course, I do not wish to make light of your predicament. I simply wish to show you that by changing the way you think about something, you can turn a crisis into an opportunity. It's a opportunity. What I suggest is that you inspire your people to think of radical new ways of cooling down. Leave it to their imaginations and see what they come up with. Hopefully it will involve swimsuits, and lots of them. That's the one! Get that all written up in your best fancy handwriting on one of those nice scrolls. A marvelous missive, Your Majesty, if you don't mind me saying. Now, just to confirm, you're happy to write down what you just said, and send it off to the Sultan? Absolutely, lock it in. We'll send it back to Gallipolis with the writer right away. Now, shall we have them send in the next visitor? Very good. Then without further delay, let me present you with the next problem that requires your attention. As I'm sure you're aware, there are pugilistic tournaments held regularly in the town of Octagonia, where fighters from all four corners of the world compete to prove their worth. Naturally, there's no shortage of young hopefuls keen to represent Dundrasil in the next grand event. To that end, I wish to present you with our kingdom's 3 final candidates. Who's better than a fighting man yourself, Lord Robert? To assess their potential, if it please your majesty, could you step forward and pick the one you think might be a champion in the making? So, we have choice between strongman. A fine choice, your majesty. I knew a discerning eye like yours would sort the champs from the chaff. Your pick is brimming with brute strength, and he can shred steel with his bare hands. You're picking me, are you? Well, that's a pure deed? Brilliant, that is. You won't regret it. My opponents will, though. So we're good to go? Yeah, I don't think so. Alright. What about this kid? A typically discerning voice, your majesty. This fellow is blessed with the rarest of fighting talents, luck. He's made it through all of his qualifying bouts without conceding a round. I'm afraid I'm not exactly brimming with confidence, your majesty, but if you pick me, I'll cross my fingers really, really hard and hope for the best. So come on, what do you say? Nah. Oh, I don't blame you, to be honest. I mean, who picks a 97-pound weakly to represent their kingdom? Oh well, I guess my luck finally ran out. But this is a bear! An interesting choice indeed, your majesty. This one's a real wild one, without a shred of decency or compassion for his fellow fighter. An animal who will stop at nothing to achieve victory. Urgh. I can't bear some of the things people say about me, you know? I'm not that bad, honestly. So, are you gonna choose me or what? Yeah, boy! That's great, your majesty. Just wait till I tell the cubs. Very good, your majesty. But are you certain you wish to put forward an animal without a shred of mercy to represent your kingdom? Lock it in. Well, if it's your choice, I suppose. I think we can be confident of victory, at least. Surely no one will be able to stand up to our boy's unbridled savagery. I'm happy to report that this concludes all your royal duties for today. Those here in the throne room, at least. But as I believe King Erwin mentioned, there may be troubled souls elsewhere in the castle who require your assistance. May I suggest that you take a little stroll around the grounds? Oh, but before you depart, allow me to say that it was an absolute pleasure to witness you at work today. Truly, it has been far too long. It's safe to say your kingly judgment is as sharp as it ever was. Absolutely. We're gonna solve a drought by just changing our mindset. It's not a drought, it's just extra summer. Love this game. Alright, let's waddle around and see who needs some help. Do you need help? Ah, Your Majesty, you were always known as a wise ruler, one who knew a thing or two about a thing or two. Well, I was wondering if I might be able to be bold enough to make a small request of you. If you don't mind, I'd very much like to ask you some questions in order to see your formidable intellect at work. So what do you say? Will you indulge me? Why, thank you, Your Majesty. Now, without further ado, let me set you some posers. All I require is that you, in your infinite wisdom, supply me with a simple true or false in response to each one. Ready? True or false? You, Lord Robert, are in fact the youngest of 3 brothers. I don't know the lore. No? But, Your Majesty, surely you jest. You cannot seriously have forgotten how many siblings you have. No, you're merely teasing me, I'm certain of it. I know you have always enjoyed a good laugh, but I would humbly request that next time you take my questions seriously. Alright. True. Correct, but that was too easy, was it not? Let's give you a sterner challenge for the second question. Here it comes. True or false? The purple orb is one of the royal treasures of Sniffelheim. Dear God, where did we find it? No, it's the blue orb, because we just did that. False. Correct. Now I can tell you you want more of a challenge, so let's increase the difficulty a little. True or false? The Draconian sovereign we use as currency in our kingdom is worth 10 Draconian shillings. Yes? Okay, correct. I can see you're chomping at the bit in anticipation of more testing questions. Let's see how you enjoy this one. True or false? The Sultan of Gallipolis has a single son upon whom he dotes excessively. Yes, and he's a total punk. Oh, oh dear, Your Majesty. Oh, no, it's too early. Whoops. Crap. True. False. Is it really just true, false? Punk. Oh, what the heck? Correct, but of course that comes as no surprise to you, Your Majesty. You have cruised effortlessly to my very final question. True or false? In addition to the 4 great kingdoms that make up Erdrea, there was once a 5th. Yes. Oh, you did it. Your Majesty, you answered every single question correctly. Yeah, we did. But then I expected nothing less. Truly, I have witnessed an epic feat of intellectual prowess. I shall never forget what I have observed here today. The sight of a matchless mind spreading its wings and taking flight is something I shall take to the grave. Here, small token of my appreciation. A seed of magic. This has been both a humbling and inspiring experience, Your Majesty. I intend to hit the books and memorize yet more obscure trivia that I may one day reach your heady heights. Alright. Hello. Okay. I think the other person needing our help is down here. pretty sure. But I don't recall who it is. Yeah. Super excited. Everything's great. Hello, ma'am. How about you, buddy? Nope. Super excited. Okay. Alright. Please hold. Do you need help? Nope. We Shypoxed. Okay. I legit forgot. It's not the kids, is it? I don't remember, guys. Straight up. How about you? You look like... Oh, hey, there we go. I just can't... Forgive me for bothering you with such a trifling matter, Your Majesty, but I have a wee problem I'd like to ask your advice about. The truth is, there's someone in the castle who's caught my eye, but I cannot just muster the courage to tell him how I feel. Anyway, I had an idea, and I know it sounds like I'm out of my tree, but what if they got flowers delivered by none other than yourself? I reckon they'd be over the moon. So what do you say? Yeah, we'll do it. Really? Wow, I didn't quite know what to say. You're a star. Oh, before I forget, here they are. And we get a pretty posy. Now, how can I begin to describe my true love, my peach, the apple of my eye and captor of my heart? Well, they're in the castle, they're wearing green, and they've got red hair. Okay. And the castle wearing green has red hair. Thank you, Shypox. I appreciate it. You must be very excited about the baby, Your Majesty. I know I am. In fact, I prepared a beautiful bouquet of flowers to present to Queen Eleanor. I run an exclusive florist, don't you know? This man has red hair and is dressed in green. He might be the person the lovesick guard wants you to deliver the flowers to. Present him with the pretty posy. Your Majesty, do you have any idea what you've just given me? These are the rarest flowers in the entire world. They only bloom once every 1,000 years. Where did you find them? Oh, I didn't find them. It was one of the palace guards. He asked me to deliver them for him. I see. Well, I have no idea who the young man in question is, or what his intentions might be, but I simply must speak to him. Do you happen to know where he is? Your Majesty, you'll never believe what happened. The man you gave my flowers to was only gone and offered me 100,000 gold coins if I let him keep them. To think, I just pulled them from the ground because they caught my eye. Well, I'd be mad to not sell them, don't you think? I thought nothing was more precious than true love, but let's face it, I can't turn down that much gold, can I? I'm rich, and it's all thanks to you, Your Majesty. Please, it's the least I can do. Whoops. She'll find someone else, it's fine. You looked at what others saw in just ordinary flowers and knew there was someone out there who thought differently. Very differently. You're every bit as wise as they say, Your Majesty. Out of curiosity, it's not her, is it? Hold on, one sec. Black hair. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure this is her. Yep. Just don't worry, sweetie. You'll find someone. Alright. I think that's everyone we need to help, though. Let's talk to King Erwin. Ah! Lord Robert, your timing is almost uncanny. I've just this second managed to come up with the perfect name for the new baby at last. Without you, I wouldn't have had the time to properly mull it over. You have no idea how much of a help you've been. Since we're both finished with our business for the day, why don't we head back to the throne room and wait for the good news?
Your Majesty, Lord Robert, the new arrival is here.
Oh boy!
Already?
Congratulations, Your Majesty. It's a beautiful, bouncing baby boy.
A boy?
Look, Erwin.
Oh, he's a fine wee chappie. And what a set of lungs! We'd better hurry up and give him a name before he screams the place down.
Aye.
We were wondering what you thought about Erdrick.
Oh, it's beautiful. It sounds clever and brave and... yes. But I've rather set my heart on something else, you know? What do you think of this for a name?
Oh, well,
It's a little baby Arden tree.
it wouldn't exactly be my first choice.
What do you mean? It's a great name.
But if that's the name you've chosen, my love, then that's the name he shall have. Mighty Yggdrasil has blessed us with this beautiful boy. And from this day forth, he shall be known as...
Oh, Father.
Sorry about that, love.
Never mind that. Why don't you give your grandson a cuddle?
It's a little baby Arden tree. Look at us.
Hello, wee one. I'm your grandpa. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh. What the?
Having fun?
How are you doing this? These places, these memories, they feel so real.
Let's see what's going on. Also... This is the Book of Erdwin. Chapter 1, Song of Beginnings. World Tree's gift, first of many, bold, bright, blessed luminary. Thy light doth a shadow cast. Lo, the dark one, bleak, black, fast. Chapter 2, Song of Prayer. World Tree's foot, a plea, a prayer, ringeth through the mountain air. Babe is born, tree's will revealed, Serenica, luminary's shield. The book is filled with many more such important sounding poems, and Rab carefully closes it. And then I think we can actually get a couple things here too. If I remember right. Yeah, diamond. Sick. Why is it so quiet? Okay, well, our bunny girl's over there, but, like, real quick. What if we go this way? Never mind. Okay. Alright, bunny girl. What's going on? You need to tell me. The heck? Bunny girl. You can't just teleport like that. That's cheating. I got little legs. Did you go? Why didn't we just go to the left? Bunny girl, come back. Where'd everybody go? They can't have not left without telling me, can they?
What's all this then?
Happy birthday, Grandpa!
Get away! It's you!
Well done, big man.
Congratulations.
Surprise! You didn't suspect a thing, did you? We all worked extra hard to keep it a secret.
Happy birthday, Lord Robert. We've had Gondolia's finest patissiers working day and night on your cake here. I trust it will be to your taste.
Many happy returns, Father. May you live a long and joyful life, watching your grandson grow into a fine young man.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Congratulations, Your Highness. The people of Dundrasil are eternally grateful for all you've done to make this such a happy and peaceful place to live.
Hear, hear! And we'll do everything we can to keep it happy and peaceful under King Erwin too.
Oh, that's my boys.
Aye, and a great big happy birthday to you from all the lads and lassies in the tavern, eh?
Didn't forget to send word when you've a new addition or two to the royal collection of gentlemen's periodicals, will you, big man?
My people. Oh, how I love them.
You're not crying, are you, Grandpa? Is something the matter?
No, laddie. Everything's perfect. Just perfect.
Yeah, so some of the events and like things that you talked about will kind of alter. Happy birthday, old friend. There shall be many more yet, of that I have no doubt. Oh, and thank you once again for your invaluable advice regarding that terrible Blue War business. We put your cunning plan into action and revealed that the culprit was a monster in disguise. And that is not all. We even discovered an intriguing new use for holy water. Truly, you did our kingdom a great service. I will not forget it. But like, you okay, buddy? Okay. Hey, Mr. Bear, how are you doing? Many happy returns. I hope you're having a great day. Oh, and I wanted to say thank you for picking me to represent Dundrasil all those years ago. At first, it was pretty grisly, I won't lie to you. But when I entered the ring, the whole crowd booed. It was tough to bear. But when they saw me in action, it gave them pause for thought. The crowd slowly warmed to me, and by the time I lifted the trophy, they were all right behind me. What an experience. Not many people would have given an animal like me a chance, but you can see I have something to give. On behalf of me and all the cubs, I want to say thank you for what you did. There we go, attaboy. Oh boy. The heartiest and happy birthdays to you, old friend. Dundrasil has always been a friend to Gallipolis. We owe you a great debt for the help you offered us when we were beset by drought. Your idea of devising new ways for my people to cool down was inspired. It led to a new dance craze that helped keep everyone's spirits up. Oh, and swimsuit sales went through the roof. There we go. Excellent advice all around. Oh, what's going on, little grandson? Come on, Grandpa, follow me. You're a real hit with the ladies, Grandpa. Yeah, knock it off, will you? You're one to talk, laddie. I bet girls will be flocking around you in a few years. Do you really think so, Grandpa? Gosh. Right, let's go over here next. Oh. I guess he's whoops. Look, Grandpa, look at all those beautiful girls. Hey, we're inspiring our grandson right. Aye, there isn't any doubt about it. You take after your old grandpa, Ardentry. Huh? What do you mean? Never mind, laddie. You'll find out soon enough. Alright, now let's see what's over here. Come on, Grandpa. Look, it's a bear! I didn't know you had friends like that. Well, he might look like a ferocious beast, but he's got a heart of gold. You cannot judge someone from the way they look. Never forget that. Got it. When I grow up, I want to make all kinds of friends, just like you, Grandpa. It's been lots of fun walking around with you, Grandpa, but I'm getting hungry. I know. How about a slice of cake? It was my idea to have the biggest birthday cake ever.
How are you enjoying the party?
It's so much fun.
So Dundrasil hasn't been destroyed, and Eleanor and Erwin are living here happily with their boy. Whatever this place is, whatever's going on, I know it can't be real.
This is for Grandpa.
That's nice.
But by God, I could stay here forever.
Aww.
Oh, my poor wee soldier's fallen down.
Oh.
Oh, there, wee man. There's no need for that. That's it. It's all coming back to me. We were defeated, and then the darkness came. When I woke, I was all alone. I prayed that my pals were still alive, but I knew I couldn't rely on that. So I set out to find a way of taking on the Lord of Shadows by myself. Yes, so I sought out Grandmaster Pang. I was trying to convince her to train me, but that means all this must be.
What's the matter, Grandpa?
I'm sorry, laddie. I've somewhere I need to be. Things I need to be doing.
Well, what? You mean you're leaving?
Aye, that's right. I hate to go. Really I do. But maybe one day you'll understand. You be a good boy now. Something tells me you'll do just fine.
As great as everything could have been. That's not the path we have to walk. What's the matter, Your Majesty? You aren't seriously about to leave a party in full swing, aren't you? Boundless happiness awaits you here, you know? Joy, laughter, and all manner of wonderful surprises. Are you really willing to leave it all behind?
I can give you what you want, Your Majesty. But can I ask why you want it?
Because of more important things to be doing. There's a world needs saving while I'm dallying here in Dreamland. Lovely as it is. I should be toughening up, not going soft in the head. I need to be with Grandmaster Pang learning how to defeat the Lord of Shadows. And I need you to take me to her right now.
After all the effort I went to, honestly, do you think I like dressing up as a bunny-eared bimbo?
And there she is.
Grandmaster Pang! You can't be serious! It was you all along! Ah!